edible. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike, 49. All right.
80 weapons. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Hargrove. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
On second down now, Hargrove. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
61, matchbox, right. Hey, Orbit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Evans. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still does all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 85 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Running with Howard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Hargrove. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught by Evans. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 18.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 52 the money. Check 52 the money. Alpha. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. No. Check that. Check that. What Mike did.
They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Steps away. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
91. 52. Pick me up. Here we go. My 52. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Go.
2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. Right back to him on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Hargrove. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On 2nd and 10, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hargrove. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On the ground, Geis, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 44, Jackson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Taken down back at the 49.
On 3rd down, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darren Lee has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check 3, check 61, match box.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And now off to the races down the right side. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. Justin Tucker for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. 49 the mark. General West. Too little, Cut. You go tight.
They start on the ground with Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 78 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Good work. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.